What's up, Knicks fans? What's up, Knicks fans? Yes, it's me, your boy Mizzle. I know we lost and I'm too hyped, but I'm hyped to be back, guys. I had to take a little break, a little mental break, a little, refresher. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of things were going on, and your boy had to take care of business. But Rem was holding it down. He tried to hold it down as much as he can. You know, he's a new daddy, and that's why he's not here today. He's on daddy duty. Shout out to him. Shout out to Roy. Shout out to Stats. And shout out to my man Mike Ortiz. He is in the building. But, guys, it's your boy. I'm back. I'm sorry for the long hold off. I'm so sorry. But we're back. We're going to be giving you content again. Rem is going to be most likely lead hosting NY Knickswork going forward. I'll be here and there, but he will be lead. He started a new trend with the trivia, which I want to continue. But wait, before we do all that, guys, let's not forget to subscribe. That's right, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe and put on your notifications. Hit that like, right? We are a podcast as well. You might want to just listen to us and not watch us on YouTube. But this is for the YouTube people, the podcast people. Please continue to subscribe as well for great Knicks content like this one right now. All right, guys, let's get into the trivia. We will be playing the Rockets next, which we'll get to the end of the show, right? Quick talking about what time we're playing them and stuff like that. If you guys are familiar with the show, that's what we do. But I got some Rockets trivia, since we're playing the Rockets, I got some Knicks trivia that involves the Rockets somehow, some way. All right? Rem has been holding it down that way, so that's why I want to continue the trend. All right? In 1994, we lost to the Rockets in the finals. What two former Knicks, now these are two different former Knicks, okay, were on the All-NBA first team and All-NBA defensive first team? That is first team. So one was on the All-NBA first team, okay, so he did his thing because he was on the first team, and one was on the All-NBA first defensive team or defensive first team, respectively, okay? In the year 1994, the year the Knicks went to the finals and lost to the Rockets. Please tell me, who are these two former Knicks that was on the first team, All-NBA, and the first or defensive first team, all defensive first team, whatever, however it's called. You guys know what I'm talking about, all right? We'll give you the answer at the end of the show. That's why you got to keep watching to find out. Don't Google, guys. There's no sense in Google. If you give up, Google. You know what I mean? But don't Google. There's no sense in Googling, all right? Put it in the comments, too. We will be doing some giveaways, too. So if we see some answers, we'll figure it out. But let's get down to this is Knicks Weekly. All right, we're gonna be having a weekly podcast. For those that are not on the pod, and just YouTube, will be recapping. Unless they have a back-to-back, we're gonna be recapping every game as much as we can. Sometimes we'll miss some games, but we will not have it on the podcast. The Knicks Weekly will be the podcast. My man Mike Ortiz will be holding us down. Every week you can get your Knicks Weekly from NY Knickswork. It will drop most likely on Friday or Saturday. The Knicks will be playing on Saturday and I believe on Sunday too. So this one will be dropping on Friday. Actually, it will be dropping on because we like to do Friday Night Knicks. We're not doing it this time. Obviously, they don't play this Friday. But it will be actually dropping on Saturday or Sunday. All right, guys, that's the info. Let's get down to some business. We're going to talk about the Pacers game first, and then we're going to talk about last night's embarrassment. All right, let's talk about that Pacer game. Let's see what we did. We played great defense in the fourth. We played great defense overall. The defense was really stifling. The Pacers defense was good. We was missing some shots. We had to come back from the Pacers, led by D Rose, who we're gonna talk about at the end of this show. D Rose. And quickly offensively, RJ and Julius, they didn't shoot well, but their defense was good. Even though Sabonis had 21 and 12, I thought Sabonis didn't really shoot Julius, I don't really know how great your defense was if Sabonis had 20, but he didn't kill us, so we'll salute to you on that game. Let's talk about Taj. We lost Mitch early that game, and Taj came in, righted the ship, held it down. He was a plus 22 that game. Taj continues to be that solid veteran. I'm looking at you, Mike. He continues to be that solid veteran, man. He truly continues to be that solid veteran. Burks ran a little point for us because Kemba was getting killed. Guys, Kemba was getting killed, all right? Kemba was getting killed defensively. Malcolm Brogdon was just too big for him. So I like what Tibbs did. He brought Burks in, which he did in last night's game, which we're going to get to. He did that in last night's game as well. Put Burks at the point. Burks is able to defend a lot better than D Rose and Kemba, but D Rose was on the floor with Burks, so we're not going to talk. Well, no, D Rose, when Burks is on the floor playing point guard, D Rose is not on the floor, so he's a better defender than Kemba and D Rose, so that's why D Rose wasn't able to be on the court when he is on the court running that point. I like it. I even liked it last night. I wish Tibbs would have held on just a little bit, but the guys needed a breather. And Burks was just chucking up a whole bunch of shots. But he was keeping us in the game with the ones he made. All right, we're going to get to that game, but let's finish off on this game. RJ was still slumping, but like I said, his defense was solid. It was nice to see him hit that dagger three. That dagger. I don't know if you guys remember. He hit that dagger three to run those Pacers off the court, and that was the good. The bad of that game was Fournier was bad. His shooting, defensively. Listen, guys, I make this joke to the guys all the time. Fournier, I believe he's 27, 28 years old. I'm not sure how young this guy. I'm not even gonna say old because everybody seems to think Fournier is old. He's not old. He's balding. I know he's balding over there, and he's 27 or 28. I'm not sure, but his feet are 48. All right? His feet are 48. I'm not even 48 yet. My feet are slow right now. I'll tell you that right now. I could not play no basketball guard. Nobody. That's why I quit. Fournier cannot guard anyone. His feet are 48. 48. That's what Fournier should be. 48. Evan, 48. You know what I'm saying? Because his feet are 48, all right? Because he cannot guard anyone. He cannot guard anyone. That was no exception. He continued the same trend last night, and that was the bad that I wanted to talk about the Pacers game. 48. All right? He hasn't been closing games lately. Him and Kemba, what's up with those starters? We're going to talk about them at the end of the game. Now let's get to the Magic game, because we're not going to stay too long, all right? Let's get to the Magic game. All was bad. It was an embarrassing loss. I don't have nothing good to say except Obi. Obi is the only good, which we're going to talk about. The Magic have 4 wins. 2 of those wins are against the Knicks. 2 of those wins are against the Knicks at the Garden. At the Garden. We are now 3-5 or something like that at the Garden. Listen, guys, if I messed that up, please put it in the comments. But I'm pretty sure I'm right. We're 3-5 at the Garden. Horrendous. We are not protecting home. They're coming to the Garden. We're looking like the old Knicks, letting people come to the Garden and trash our place. All right, fans? The good fans who want to be bing-bonging and all that, they do not pay their good money to come see the Knicks trash it up to the lowly Orlando Magic. It wasn't even Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony shot horribly last night. But yet, somehow, some way, the Magic were able to come into the building and embarrass us. I have nothing good to say. Julius shot 11 shots, and guess what? 10 of them were threes. 10 of them, he took attempts for threes. He shot 11 shots, 13 points. Nonsense. Hold on, guys. I have to get to the stats to really emphasize how bad it was, all right? Julius, 13 points. He was a minus 21. He shot 4 for 11, 4 for 10 from 3. 10 times this guy thought that we needed a 3 from him. He hit 4, but come on, man. You're not Julius Curry. You're not Julius Miller, Julius Thompson. Any 3-point shooter name at the end, as a last name, however you guys want to do it. That's not you, my boy. That's not you. You heard? So I don't know what that was about. Listen, Julius has been slumping I think 13 was the most he scored in the last 3 games, if I'm not mistaken. He had 10, he had 11, and last night 13. All right? Julius, something is wrong. Let's get right to the closing stuff because we don't got too much time. We don't got too much time today. It's just me. I know you guys don't want to just keep hearing me complain. So let's get to the closing stuff. Obi needs more minutes. Let's talk about Obi Toppin, man. Obi Toppin needs more minutes, okay? Obi Toppin needs more minutes. Shout out to Quickly the other day. Quickly has been coming in. Last night he didn't have a particularly good shooting night, but he still ended up with 7 assists. Let me tell you what Quickly did last night. Real quick, all right? No pun. No, we're not punning, all right? 6 points, 7 assists. He only took 5 shots, 2 for 4 from downtown, and now that's a guy who came off the bench. He had 24 minutes. The starter, Kemba Walker, all right? Let's talk about both of them. Kemba Walker and 48, all right? Not 48, 48, all right? Let's talk about Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker played 21 minutes, 2 for 7, 1 for 3 from downtown, 5 illustrious points. 5. All right? Okay, let's talk about Fournier. 5 points. Let's talk about his points first. He played 21 minutes, quickly stealing your minutes because you can't guard anybody. And you're not hitting your shots. 5 points, 21 minutes. I think Fournier's confidence is shot, guys. I think it's shot. He hasn't been playing the fourth quarter. The starters haven't been playing the fourth quarter. Julius has been horrible. We need more minutes for Obi. I don't know how it's going to happen. I'm not a coach. Tibbs, you got a tall task, man. Because Julius, he needs to step his game up. And if he's not going to step his game up, I get it. I get what Tibbs is doing. Oh, let me bring Julius back in. Let me bring these guys back in so that they don't lose their confidence. 48, I mean, he's completely lost his confidence. So he never plays in the fourth. It's looking bad for the starters. I don't know what needs to be done. And I have a question for you guys. I've asked the guys around here, is D Rose our most valuable player? He didn't have a great shooting night last night. But when D Rose comes in the game, I get this confidence as a fan, like he's gonna help us out. You know what I mean? He didn't have a good shooting night, and he only scored, 3 less than Julius. All right? Let's not forget, I've been making this point. Let's not forget, before D Rose came last year via trade, we were 11-14. With D Rose, we were 10 games over 500. And now, take D Rose off this team. I don't know. Cause D Rose, listen. You guys tell me in the comments what you think. This is something I want you to think about. Like, I know Julius is the face of the team, the guy, the most improved player and all that, but I can make an argument that D Rose is the most valuable player on the team. And I just did. Not that I can make the argument. I just did make the argument that he is the most valuable player on the team. Kemba looks horrible. All right? Kemba looks horrible. I already said that already. All right? All right, guys, I don't have any more time. Let's move on. Let's get up out of here. We will be playing those Rockets as I alluded to in the beginning of this video, or this pod. We will be playing them on Saturday. That will be 11:20. The Rockets coming to the Garden. We'll be playing them at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Will you guys be watching? Yeah, let me know if you guys will be watching. Let me give you the answer to the trivia question that I asked in the beginning. And the trivia question was, what Knicks were on the, former Knicks were on the NBA first, all NBA first team and defensive all first team, whatever. So the answer to that question is defensive team. I know you guys would probably like Patrick Ewing. No, he would. Believe it or not, Patrick Ewing didn't even make the defensive team that year. You know who made it that year, 1994? Charles Oakley. He's right there. He's right there over there. You guys can see him. Charles Oakley. Charles Oakley. And the second guy that made the NBA first team, you guys are thinking it was a Knick at that time. No. Charles Oakley was a Knick in 1994, so he made it for the team. But the former Knick that made first team All-NBA, Latrell Sprewell. First team All-NBA 1994. Latrell was a bad man. Okay? All right, guys. I don't have anything else. It was a tough loss. It was embarrassing. I know Stephen A is gonna go crazy. But guys, we're still 8-7. I still have positivity. I still believe in 50 wins. Everybody around me, they're telling me I'm bugging, I'm crazy. I might be crazy. But I still believe that we're gonna right the ship. We're gonna fix all the kinks. You understand what I'm saying? We're not even playing defensively up to our standard. So I still believe that we can fix it. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on IG, follow us on Twitter, and add us on Facebook. Please, the stuff is right there. Guys, I know it was tough. It was tough last night. I'm out of here. Shout out to Remy. Shout out to Roy. Shout out to Stats. Shout out to Mike Ortiz. Shout out to Weege. Shout out to Weege. Without Weege, we can't do none of this neither. But guys, we're back. Please tune in, share this video. It's your boy Mizzle. Tough loss, but we'll be all right. All right?